A viewer wrote to me and asked how we can assemble large plots of land for beneficial projects such as pipelines. He wonders if it's ever justified to seize private property for projects that have widespread benefits. And the simple answer is no. There's never a justification to violate property rights. If we say that it's okay to violate property rights because the number of beneficiaries is very large or it will achieve some noble end, then how do we decide what the right number of people is to violate property rights, or what projects are noble and which aren't? So we get into a debate over these issues, and what one person considers noble, another person might not consider noble. In the end, there's no principle to guide us. It comes down to a pragmatic decision in which some individuals are arguing over whether there's a sufficient number of beneficiaries or the project is noble enough. So there's never a moral reason to violate property rights or to seize private property for any type of project. So that leaves us with the question, how is the land assembled for a project like a pipeline or something that requires a great deal of land? Well, Walt Disney provides us with a very good example. When he was considering building Disney World in Florida, first he looked all over the country for an area that had a lot of land that was inexpensive. He needed a lot of land to build Disney World. And he found that in Florida, in Central Florida. What he did was he set up a number of corporations that began buying property separately. And this would eventually be assembled under the Disney Corporation. So he was able to eventually buy 27,000 acres, which is equivalent to twice the size of the island of Manhattan and about equal to the size of the city of San Francisco. So he bought an incredible amount of land, and he was able to assemble this large parcel of land by negotiating with many different property owners. So he demonstrated that it is possible to assemble a lot of land for a project without using eminent domain to accomplish that task. In the end, if we want to protect property rights, we have to do it completely and consistently, and there is no such thing as an issue or a project that's noble enough to violate property rights.